Conor here in Braganza. This is the uh, castle of Braganza here over the border in Portugal, in the north of Portugal, just crossed over from Spain. This castle was the seat of the royal court in Portugal about 500 years ago. So anyway, the idea I wanted to share this week comes from the blog Farnham Street by Shane Parrish, and he talked about the difference between active patience and passive patience. What he talked about is passive patience is defining something you want to get and then waiting for it. And clearly there's some positives in being able to have the patience to wait, but Shane says passive patience, waiting for something, is not as effective as active patience. Active patience, defining what it is, having the patience to wait, but then building the skills, putting yourself in places where you're going to find the opportunities. So it's being around people, learning the skills, being around the opportunities that is going to help you when that opportunity comes to really make the most of it. And this reminds me of an idea that I heard from an IE Business School professor called Parrish de Lestras. And Parrish has an idea that he teaches people. He says, stand in the traffic. Whatever it is you want, whatever opportunities you're looking to get, go and stand in the traffic. If you want to work in a high growth technology startup, don't come to Braganza here. You know, this might have been the royal capital 500 years ago, but it is definitely somewhere where economic opportunity has passed by for 500 years. This is not a place you're going to find the people, the opportunities, the skills to be part of a fast growth technology startup. But stand in the traffic is this idea of active patience, of thinking, where are the people that are doing the things that I want to do? Where are the places where opportunities are going to pass me by? And how do you put yourself in that flow of opportunities? So again, idea for you this week, stand in the traffic. Instead of passive patience, look for active patience, which is what are the skills you're going to need? What are the people in the network you're going to need when you come there? What are the resources you're going to need to really make use of the opportunity when it comes your way? So don't be passive in your patience, be active in your patience, building up the resources, the skills, the capability, the relationships that are going to help you really maximize when that opportunity comes in front of you. And this reminds me of the story of Dwight Eisenhower, the President of the United States. And in his early 40s, he was in the middle of nowhere in Guam. And he was passed over twice for promotion, and it was likely that he was going to have to leave the military. But Dwight Eisenhower loved strategy, and he was very aware that whatever next conflict the US military entered, it was going to need to fight in a very different way than it had done the Second World War. That the next war was going to be, a degree, total war, where logistics and supply chains were going to be more important than just guns and ammo and soldiers. And Eisenhower was working on these ideas. He was teaching these ideas. He was teaching strategy at West Point, the US military school. And in a very lucky accident, he got the opportunity after the bombing of Pearl Harbor to present his ideas to the general in charge of the US response. And when the general said to him, the Japanese have just bombed Pearl Harbor, what should we do? Eisenhower had his answer ready. He'd been working on this answer for 10 years. He had the military answer, the logistics answer, the alliances answer, the supply chain management. And when he presented his ideas to the general, I think it was Patton, when he finished, Patton promoted him and said, go do it. So Eisenhower didn't passively wait for this opportunity. It was not guaranteed that this opportunity was ever going to come. But for 10, 15 years, he was working on the skills, the knowledge, the relationships, the alliances that he was going to need to have if this opportunity ever came. And then when it did, he was ready to seize hold of that. And, you know, clearly he faced some very difficult life challenges in leading the Pacific attack on Japan and then the D-Day invasion, and then going on to become the President of the United States. But the idea here is the distinction between passive patience, which is getting an idea of what you want and then waiting for it, or active patience, which is putting yourself deliberately in the traffic, in the flow of opportunities, getting your skills ready, getting your network ready, getting your resources in place so that you're maximally ready to really run with the opportunity when it comes. So again, Conor here from Braganza. Hope you have a great week. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your emails. Keeps me pulling out the camera and making these videos. Have a good one.